Hi guys, Squirrel Shop here. Today I want to go over my system for changing tires. It's a scratch-free system and I'll show you little tips and tricks. So let's get right into it. So obviously you need your dismounted wheel, new tire. I already took the valve stem out of the tire. You're going to need 2 clamps, some 50/50 dish soap and water, possibly a tire spoon, ratchet strap. This is my Nomar bar. You can buy the dismount and the remount tips online as replacements for about $35 a set. And this is 3/4 and 1/2 inch rigid pipe that I welded together. Okay, so this is my stand. As you can probably quickly tell, it's a standard Harbor Freight stand, but it's with some modifications. This spindle right here, that's not the original. I took out the threaded portion, chopped it off, and welded this 1/2 inch rod onto it. It's pretty nasty down there now with a washer. I've got a couple different ones of these that I've built that for different size wheels. The axles on some wheels are a little bit different size, but the one that comes with this will not work. Another big thing, or very important thing that I did, is I built these little Nomar blocks in here. These are made out of some poly. It's kind of like a board. You can buy it online. Woodworkers use it a lot for making jigs, but it's scratch free. It's super hard. So I just made that, drilled a hole, put this bolt in it. That will make all the difference in the world for not scratching. Okay, I think that's pretty much all of the modifications I've done, at least that matter for scratch free. So let's get to it. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is break the bead. I've got this piece of rubber tire flapped over here, so don't risk scratching the rim. This part, I haven't put anything on to protect the bead breaker from scratching, so we need to be careful. Keep it off this edge here a little bit. Press down. This is an older hard tire, so it's going to take a couple presses. There it goes. And usually you can just press down with your hands, usually after the initial bend, after the initial break, I mean. Old hard tire. Then break the other side. There it goes. And there it goes. Okay. Now we're going to put it on here. I'm going to line one of these sets of spokes up with this foot. Press down everywhere, make sure it's down in our grooves. Tighten it up. Now, time for the ratchet strap. I've thought about fabricating something so I don't have to use a ratchet strap, but haven't done it. This works for now. This is just going to hold the wheel from spinning. Tighten it up. Our soap and water, I'm going to spray it inside the rim here a little bit. Slick it up. And then demount side, put it in there. Then rotate a quarter turn, bend over where it catches. Spin. Now the bottom side. You see I've got my hand under here and I'm pushing up on the tire to catch that bead. Same thing again. Okay, old tire is off. Okay, and here you can see the direction the rim is supposed to go. Some rims don't have a directional arrow, but the spokes will lean a certain direction. Spokes will always lean away from the way they turn. So if the spoke is leaning this way, the wheel turns this way. I'm trying to think if I'm saying that right. Basically think about a blade cutting into the wind as it spins. Okay, so new tire. Let's soap the rim here. Wearing my GoPro on my head. Hopefully it's getting a good view of all of this. Soap this tire up. Find the direction of the tire. There it is. So we're going the right direction. Now I need to find the balancing point. There's 2 red dots. So that's going to be our balancing point. We're going to line our balancing point up with the valve stem. Double check direction and press on. Okay. Now we get these clamps. We're going to press the tire down into the rim. The reason that is the rim is smaller on the inner portion. Down inside here, the rim is smaller than up on the bead. So by doing this, we actually allow the tire to slide that direction, which gives us a little bit more play to pop the bead on. This is really important. You will fight and fight and fight a tire if you don't do this step. Okay. Now we hook these. Let me reposition this guy real quick. Hook it in there. I've got this part of the bar hooked under my armpit. I'm just going to walk in a circle. Tire is a little stiff, some go on better than others. Okay, that's it on. I mentioned you might need a tire spoon. When I was dismounting the tire, sometimes when you first go in and pull and you start unbeating it, or whatever you want to call it, dismounting it on this side, it'll remount just as fast as it dismounts. So sometimes you have to stick a spoon under there very carefully so you don't scratch the rim, and just kind of pop it underneath the disc, and then you'll be able to walk it around. Okay, gonna take all the pressure off, undo everything here. I have one little last thing to show you, and one thing, one little last tip to explain. Sometimes the tire will spin, so we need to check our balancing mark. See, it's spun here. And then you'll have to fight it back into position. This can be a real problem, squeezing. It's sliding very slowly, but there you can see it's aligned. Okay, so the last tip is when you air the tire up, air it up before you put the valve stem in until it pops on the bead on both sides. It will go on a lot easier with a lot lower pressure if you do it before the valve stem is in, because it's able to push a higher volume of air in at once. Okay, so we'll go balance this and we'll be done. Hopefully that helped some of you guys, maybe save you some money.